and we can understand the data source for the road and Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Saraswati Gaura Bhaktavinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Saraswati Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Day devotees. So today is 13th of November. It is Wednesday. And it is Kartika Masa, Damodara Masa, Sukla Paksham, and the Dwadasi and the Trayodasi both are falling on the same day. So today the events are break the fast for Ekadasi Vrata between the time 7:15 and 7:33. It's a very short duration of time for the breaking the fast. And this is the Bhishma Panchaka. Again, whoever is fasting completely, they can break the fast with water and or just only the Ekadasi Prasadam. So that is about the Dwadasi breakfast. And there is also another event is the Tulasi Saligrama Vivaha, and the marriage between Tulsi Devi and Salagrama. Salagrama is the form of Narayana. So we shall read few lines from the iskandesati.com. So can I request Asha Mataji to read the 3 paragraphs of this one, please?
The Tulasi Salikramam Vivaha. This is a celebration of the marriage ceremony of Srimati Tulasi Devi and Lord Krishna. Marriage of the Salakrama and Tulasi, written by Sri Padmanabha Ghoshal. Marriage of Salakrama and Tulasi, written by Sri Vaishtaji, said that what I have heard in ancient time from Lord Brahma about the marriage of Tulasi I will now describe according to what is written in the Narada Panchachara. First one should plant Tulasi. First one should plant Tulasi either in the house or the forest, and after 3 years one may perform her marriage. The auspicious times when one may perform the marriage of Salakrama and Tulasi are described as follows. When the sun is moving in the north, Jupiter and Venus are rising in the When the sun is moving in the north, Jupiter and Venus are rising in the month of Kartika from the Ekadashi to the full moon in the month of Megha. And when constellations that are auspicious for marriage appear, especially the full moon day. First, one should arrange a place for sacrifice Yakna Kunda under a canopy mandapa. Then after performing Shanti Vidana, one should install 16 goddesses and do the Shraddha ceremony for his female material ancestors. One should call 4 Brahmanas, learn in the Veda, and appoint one to be the Brahmana, one to be Acharya, one to be Rishi, and one to be the priest. One should establish an auspicious water pot, Mangala Ghat, under that mandapa according to the Vaishnava rituals. Then one should establish. Could you please kindly move forward? One should attractive Salakrama Shila Lakshmi Narayana. After that, one should perform home sacrifice, Graha Yakna, worship the 16 goddesses, and do the Shraddha ceremony. When it is dusk, one should install a golden deity of Narayana and a silver murti of Tulasi according to one's means. With Vana Vasasanda Mandra, two clothes should be tied together with Yadavanta Mandra. Yadavanta Mandra. The marriage bracelet, Kankana, should be tied on the wrist, and with that mantra, the marriage should be consecrated. Then the host doing the acharya, then the host along with the acharya, rishi, and others should make 9 offerings in the yakna kunda. After this marriage ritual rites have been done, the wise Gurudeva should after sacrifice according to the Vaishnava rituals chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Keshavaya Namaha Swaha. The host with his wife, friends, and relatives should then do parikrama of Tulasi 4 times with Salakrama Shila. Everyone should then recite the following prayers in front of the Yakna Kunda. Shad Kumbha Sukta, Pavamani Sukta, Shakti Kutaya Navasukta, Jiva Sukta, and Vaishnava Samhita. After this, the lady should blow conch and other similar instruments, sing auspicious songs, and recite Mangalacharana. Following this, the final sacrifice should be done, and then Abhisheka. An ox is to be given to the Brahmana, a cow, cloth, and a bed to the Acharya, and cloth to the Rishi. Dakshina should be given to all. In this way, installing Tulasi Devi, one should begin her regular worship along with Lord Vishnu. Whoever sees the marriage of Tulasi Devi will have all the accumulated sins of his life removed. Whoever with devotion plants Tulasi, collects her leaves, or installs her along with Vishnu will achieve liberation, the abode of the Lord, all varieties of enjoyment, and will enjoy along with Sri Hari. This author is well-known Vaishnava Acharya and a head priest of the famous Radharaman Mandir in Vrindavana, India.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Sorry, Prabhu, I couldn't read properly.
It's very beautiful. So this is the marriage between Tulsi Devi and Krishna. So I think Radharani has also performed this kind of marriage in the Vrindavan pastimes. And also here there is a in Hindu perspective as well. And there is a again the story goes like this, going back to Vrinda. Vrinda is the daughter of Nimi, and she is the husband of Jalandhar, and who claims to be sovereignty over the ocean and demands the 14th child out of the ocean. In the Vishnu's second incarnation, he declares war and becomes a cause of danger to the demigods. So in that one, so like we have seen Tulasi and Shankachuda, there is another pastime in the Brahmavaivarta Purana as well. So here Vrinda and Jalandhar. So again the similar kind of story goes here. And again here Vrinda is turning into as a plant. So this is one thing, and here in the simple Vivaha Prayog, so here one can dress her pot in a nice red skirt, one can adorn her branches with red bangles, red kumkum, and red bindis, As a Mangal Sutra, one can use a fresh or a dried haldi or turmeric root and garland her with the red garlands. If you have shaligram, you can perform vivaha for them as you would for any yajman who would undergo it. And this is there are some mantras what needs to be done in the exchange of garlands, that is Mahadharanam, exchange of garlands, and the Sindura Danam, anointing the bride with Sindur. And there is a prayer again, Sindur, whenever bridegroom is giving Tulasi, the Sindur. And then Mangal Sutra Dharanam, the placing of the sacred thali, when there is again the prayer. Uh, మంగళయాతన్ యతంతు నేనేన్ యతంతు నానేన భర్తుర్జీవ అహేతున కంటే బధ్నాని సుభగే స్వజీవ శరద శటం. So this is, we also see this kind of mantra is being chanted when ordinary couples are getting married. So this is the mantra Mangala Sutra Dharanam, and then Vastra Bandhanam. So tying their cloth, making their bond strong, and then uh, Lajaho. This is Laja Homa, offering of the puff rice for the longevity of the husband and fertility of wife. And again there is again mantra is there here, and then Saptapadi Grahanam. So this is the symbolic taking of the 7 steps between the wife and the husband, representing 7 great sacrifices of vivaha. The couple taken 7 steps together, symbolic of the journey of life which they are beginning and in which they will be inseparable companions. Each step is sanctified with a blessing. So in the Vedic tradition, there is no concept of divorce. So here, these are the 7 steps. Om Ekam Ishe Vishnuhu Tvanayitu. One may Lord Vish. So the first one is the first step. One Lord, may Lord Vishnu lead you to the strength. Second step is, may Lord Vishnu lead you to power. Third step, may Lord Vishnu lead you to uphold your vows. And step 4, may Lord Vishnu lead you to happiness. Step 5, may Lord Vishnu lead you to plenty of cows. Step 6, may Lord Vishnu lead you to multiplying spiritual wealth. And step 7, may Lord Vishnu lead you to maintain these 7 sacrifices. So these are the 7 sacrifices, and then after that the panigrahanam, joining them in a wedlock. So this is a strong vows between the bride and bridegroom. So this is between Tulasi and Narayana or Krishna here. And in such a way they make the vows. And also here further, the bride is going to take charge of the bridegroom's home. And then here it is saying, be gentle-eyed, protecting your husband, be kind to the animals, be good-minded, beautiful, be the mother of heroes, mother of life, and dear to Lord Krishna, bringing the highest happiness. In this way, be good to us all, both man and beast. So this is the vows that woman takes, and likewise, bridegroom also take some kind of vows to protect the wife. These are very good takeaways. One can see this kind of, we may not be knowing everything here for ourselves, but we can see, we can learn from such kind of events. That is from the events perspective. So today is the Tulsi Salagrama Vivaha. Okay, so we shall quickly move into our daily Srimad-Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad-Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami speaking to Parikshit Maharaj. So Brahma, after performing his meditation for 1,000 demigod years, and then by controlling all of his senses, at that time the Lord was very happy and then he was showing him all his abode. तस्मै स्वलोकं भगवान् सभाजितः सन्दर्शयामास परं नयत्परं व्यपेत्सं क्लेश विमोहसाद्वसं स्वदृष्टवद्भिः पुरुषैरभिष्टितम्. That's Tasmai Swalokam Bhagavan, the abode of the Lord. It is Param Nayat Param. There is no bigger abode than that Brahma planet in this material world. On top of this Brahma's planet, the Vaikuntha planets, inclusive of the Goloka Vrindavan, which is on top of all of the Vaikuntha planets. So this is Param Nayat Param. And Lord wanted to show that one, Sandarshayamasa to Brahma, Tasmai. Vyapet Klesha Vimoha Sadvasam. So that abode of the Lord, it is completely free from all kinds of the material pangs. Sanklesha, all kinds of troubles, material miseries. Vimoha Sadvasam. It is all completely free from the illusion. Swadrishtavadbihi Purushairabhishtutam. And all the learned and self-realized souls desire to go there. Abhishtutam. So in such a way, so the personality of Godhead, being thus very much satisfied with the penance of Lord Brahma, was pleased to manifest his personal abode Vaikuntha, the supreme planet above all others. This transcendental abode of the Lord is adored by all self-realized persons, freed from all kinds of miseries and fear of illusory existence. So in the purport, we have seen the first paragraph yesterday. So Prabhupada was explaining. So this is Yajna, Dhyana, Yoga. These are all without devotion to the Lord and attaining the supreme bhakti to the to the supreme personality of Godhead. Everything is the just kind of a what is that one? The trying to get the grains from the husks. So such kind of activity. So beating husks without grains. This is तपस्विनो दानपर यशस्विनो मनस्विनो मंत्रविद सुमंगलाः क्षेमं न विन्दन्ति विना yadarpanam. So whatever they have performed, this is manasvino, tapasvino, danapara, yashasvino, everything unless they are offering to the supreme personality of Godhead. Kshemam na vindanti vina yadarpanam. Tasmai Subhadrasravase Namo Namaha. This is one of the prayers of the Sukadev Goswami as well. So this is, they are, unless they come to the Bhakti Yoga, it is the useless task. And further Prabhupada is explaining Bhakti Yoga is exactly like this, sitting on the lotus sprouted out of the abdomen of transcendental personality of Godhead. So Brahma, again, when we are performing Bhakti Yoga, there are many activities. Surishnyanam ekadese manasa pranadharanam vaikuntalila abhidhyanam samadhanam tadatmanaha. A sage or great yogi who is engaging himself, he must be sitting at one particular place. Surishnyanam ekadese manasa pranadharanam. Every day he has to keep hearing the Krishna Katha. Manasa pranadharanam vaikuntalila abhidhyanam. Vaikuntha is the Krishna is Vaikuntha or Narayana. So his name and also his abode, they both are called Vaikuntha. Vaikuntalila Abhidhanam Samadhanam Tadatmanaha. That is called Samadhi. That is Bhakti Yoga. Always remembering, hearing Krishna Katha. So Brahmaji was able to please the Lord, and the Lord was also pleased to show Brahmaji his personal abode. And Jiva Goswami in the comments of Kramasandarbha annotation of Srimad-Bhagavatam cites quotation from the Brahmaranyaka Upanishad Vedic evidence. It is said that Yajnavalkya described the transcendental abode of the Lord to Gargi, and the abode of the Lord is situated above highest planet of the universe, namely Brahmaloka. And it is also revealed scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Natad bhasayate suryo, na shashanko na pavakaha, yad gatva na nivattante tadhama paramam mama. Abhyaktokshriti yukta stamahuhu paramam gatim, yam prapya na nivattante tadhama paramam mama. That is Tadhama. What is Tadhama? That is the Vaikuntha. Whoever goes there, they do not have to return back to this material world, which is illuminated by the effulgence of the Lord body. That effulgence coming from the Lord's body. There is no moon, no sun, or no fire there. Natad bhasayate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha. So, and then it is glorified in the Srimad-Bhagavatam as well. So, it remains only, and sometimes So this abode, it remains only a myth for the lesser intelligent class of men without a poor fund of, with a poor fund of knowledge, who has not heard about it. So generally in the TVs or radios, they relay the messages like saying that it is a news. Unless there is something is going on, we do not see these things or we do not hear anything. But unless there is something is going on in the spiritual world, we cannot see such kind of things going on in the temples in this world. These temples are the representatives of the spiritual abodes in the Vaikuntha. And then here in the word Swadrushtibihi is very significant. So one who has actually realized his self realizes transcendental form of one's self. So understanding his constitutional position that he is the servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. An impersonal realization of the self and the supreme is not complete because it is an opposite conception of the material personalities. So here, once again, one has to become, if we wanted to go to one place, we need to know the rules and regulations. Otherwise, if we simply just go and stay there, we cannot stay for longer because we cannot follow the rules and regulations. That's why we have got here Vidhi Bhakti. Learn, follow the rules and regulations, how to become very humble, how to serve other Vaishnavas and the Supreme God in the deity. If we go to the temple, how to serve the deity. Learning all these things. If we do not know, we simply just stay. We cannot stay. So many people come to the temple and immediately go out of the temple, taking darshan and go out of it. They do not engage themselves in the service because they haven't uh, practiced this devotional service. That is kind of a uh, impersonalism. Impersonalism of self and the supreme is not complete. It is not. It is just an opposite conception of material personalities. The personality of Godhead and the personalities of devotees of the Lord are all transcendental. They do not have any they do not have material bodies. So this is Vasanti Yatra Purushaha Sarve Vaikuntamurtayaha. Sarve Vaikuntamurtayaha. Ye Animitta Nimittena Dharmen Aradayan Harim. Always they are just like the four-handed form, just like the Narayana. And they always worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Their bodies are always fresh and youth. And the material body is overcast with five kinds of miserable conditions, namely ignorance, material conception, attachment, hatred, and absorption. This is again Brahma's initial creation. Sasajagre, Antatamishram, Atatamishram, Adikrut, all these things, and Mahamohamsha, Mohamcha, Tamasascha, uh, Adhanam, Tamaha. So these are the five different things Brahma has created. That's why as soon as one is coming into this material world, everyone is identifying himself with the body and fearfulness. This is the fearfulness is the Tamishram, and identifying himself is Antamishram. Likewise, Mahamohamsha, and he wanted to enjoy this material world, and then Tamashasha, ignorance. So these are all different concepts of the material bodies. So as long as one is overwhelmed by these five kinds of material miseries, there is no question of entering into the Vaikuntha lokas. So again, the impersonal conception of one's self is just negation of the material personality and is far from the positive existence of the personal form. That's why they make mistakes whenever thinking, Yenya Arvindaksha Vimukta Maninaha, Tvai Astabhavad Avishuddha Buddhayaha, Aruhya Kurchena Param Padam Tataha, Patantyadaha Anadruta Yushmadangrayaha. They think that Lord's body is the material. In such a way, they fall down. Tvai Astabhavad Avishuddha Buddhayaha, without any purificatory knowledge. This is the impersonalism. And even though they are performing Aruhya Kurucherena Param Padam Tataha Patanti Adaha, though they are performing so many austerities, sometimes they go on trying to meditate on the impersonal concept. But it is Kleshodha Tadrastesham Abhyakta Sakta Chetasam Abhyakta Hi Gati Dukkam Dehvad Bihi Avapyate. It is very difficult. Though they are doing like that, Patanti Adaha Anadruta Ishmad Angrayaha, they think that uh, they make mistakes that Lord doesn't have a spiritual body like that. Patantyadaha anadruta yushmad angreha, make mistakes at the lotus feet of the Lord. And Brahmaji here also described the highest planet of the Vaikuntha as Goloka Vrindavana, where Lord resides a covered boy keeping transcendental Surabhi cows and surrounded by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune. This again here Prabhupada is bringing Chintamani Prakara Sadmashu Kalpa Ruksha Laksha Ruteshu Surabhirabhipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Satasambrama Sevyamanam Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Very beautiful verse. This is, we see how the palaces within the Goloka Vrindavana they are constructed of, and also how the goddesses of fortune are serving the Supreme Lord. Lakshmi Sahasra Satasambrama Sevyamanam, always serving them. To such supreme personality of Godhead, Govindam, Adi Purusham, Tamaham Bhajami, I worship him, not any other chief god. So the statement of the Bhagavad Gita, Yadgatva Nanivattante Tadhama Paramama. So that is the abode. Yadgatva Nanivattante. Whoever goes there, they do not have to return back to this material world. Is also confirmed here with Para means transcendental or Brahman. Therefore, the abode of the Lord is also Brahman, non-different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord is known as Vaikuntha and his abode is also Vaikuntha. So such Vaikuntha realization and worship can be made possible by transcendental form and sense. So this is all Vaikuntha. The Kumaras, they are going once upon it going to the Vaikuntha. Tayekada Bhagavato Tayekada Bhagwanto Yur Vaikuntha Nilayam Sarvaloka Namaskrutam. So Yur Vaikuntha Nilayam Sarvaloka Namaskrutam. Everyone has to worship that supreme abode. So this is the Vaikuntha planet. So Prabhupada is explaining all things here very nicely. So it is once desire. If anyone can go there who have got such kind of consciousness, go to the Vaikuntha like Durvasa Muni. But people are one has to go there that's to stay back, not to coming back again, not for going there some kind of do something and return back. So even the Kumaras they have gone just to see the Lord. Tayekada Bhagavato Vaikuntasya Amalatmanaha, just to see the Lord. But they did not have Mansami Sutayushmat Purujaha Sanakadayaha Cheruri Vihayasalokan Vigateshu Vikataspruhaha. They do not have any desire even to stay in the Vaikuntha Loka. That's why they have, as soon as took the darshan, they returned back. And Durvasa Muni went there to get free from the fearfulness of the Sudarshan Chakra and returned back as soon as he found the solution. And Bhrigu went there and then to do something, some kind of examination or test, and then he returned back. No one is trying to stay there. But who is going to stay there? There are people out there. Vasanti Atra Purushaha. How to go there? Once we execute all devotional services in this material world, when we have got body, strength, time, and energy, at that time we have to do all kinds of things and prepare ourselves. And then as soon as we leave this material body, we go there. That is the Vaikuntha planet to experience all kinds of highest pleasures, get association with the Lord. Okay, so that is from Srimad-Bhagavatam. So likewise, Parikshit is hearing from Sukadeva Goswami here. That is Tasmai Solokam Bhagavan Sabhajitaha Sandarshayamasa Param Nayat Param Veped Sam Klesha Vimoha Sadbasam Swadrustavudbihi Purushairabhishtutam. Okay, so that is from Srimad-Bhagavatam. So we shall quickly move into next. We are at 7 o'clock. Now it is the time for Damodarastakam. So today our Damodarastakam Kirtaniya is our His Grace Bipin Vihari Prabhuji. Do we have? Yes, Prabhuji is here. Prabhuji, if you are ready, so kindly start the Damodarastakam. And dear devotees, if you are doing ghee lamp offering, kindly turn on the videos, please. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So, am I ready to start, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Okay. Namamishwaram Satchidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam यशोदाभियोलुखलादधावमानम् परं हृष्टम् अत्यन्ततो धृत्य गोप्या रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रयुग्मं मृजन्तम् करम्भोजयुगमेन सातङ्कनेत्रम् मुहुश्वासकं पात्रीरेखङ्ककण्ठा स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिबाधम् एते दृक्स्वालीलाभिरानन्दकुन्दे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम् तदीयेषितगेषु भक्तैर्जितत्वम् पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षावधिं वा न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वारेषदपेह इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबालम् सदा मे मानस्या वीरास्तां किमन्ये इदं ते मुखं भोजम् अत्यन्तनीलै वृतं कुन्थरस्निग्धारक्तश्च गोप्या मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बारक्तधरं मे मनस्या वीरास्तामालं लक्षलाभै नमो देवदामोदरानन्तविष्णु प्रसीद प्रबोधोखाजालाब्धिमग्नम् कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्या दिनं बतानु गृहाणि क्षमं मह्यं विधि अक्षिदृश्य कुबेरात्मजो बद्धामूर्त्यैव यद्वत् स्वयमुचितो भक्तिभजो कृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकं प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मे स्थितामुदरेह नमस्ते स्तुतं स्फुरदीप्तिधाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायाथ विश्वस्य धाम्ने नमो राधिकायै त्वदीया प्रियायै नमो नन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Shri Yashoda Damodar ki jai. Shri Damodar Ashtakam prayers ki jai. Kartik Maas ki jai. Translation. The Supreme Lord, whose form is embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge, and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokula, who, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter, and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a string, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her who ran after him with greater speed. To that Supreme Lord, Sri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisances. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, whose belly is filled with robes, but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy, and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodar hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon, which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Bal Gopal in Vrindavan may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is the use to me of any other boon besides this? O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimbo fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. O Supreme Godhead, I offer obeisances unto you, O Damodar, O Ananta, O Vishnu. O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me. By showering your glance of mercy upon me, deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrows and become visible to my eyes. O Lord Damodar, just as the 2 sons of Kuvera, Manigrave and Nala were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you, in your form as a baby tied with rope to a wooden grinding mortar. In the same way, please give to me your own Prema Bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. O Lord Damodar, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent robe which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes. Shri Damodar Stakam ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very beautifully sung and read this one. Thank you so much. Okay, so that is from Damodarastakam. Thank you so much, Prabhuji and Mataji. And thank you so much, Jahnukanya Mataji, Asha Mataji, and Dina Srishta Mataji for kindly showing deities, Gilead offerings. Okay, thank you so much. So that is from Damodarastakam. We shall go back to again. Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is related to Tamala Krishna. It's small letter. I shall read it, and then next letter, Busha Mataji is going to read it. My dear Tamala, please accept my blessings. I hope everything is progressing well with you in Paris. I am enclosing here with the copies of 2 letters which will speak for themselves. Please immediately let me know what is the actual situation regarding this matter. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well-wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. So this Prabhupada wanted to know the responses from Tamala Krishna Maharaj about 2 other letters which were enclosed. Okay, so today it is another letter to Bali Mardana Upendra, May 10th, 1970, Los Angeles. Can I request Usha Mataji, please?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. My dear Balimardana and Upendra, please accept my blessing. I am in due receipt of your letter dated by post 5th May 1970. So it is very encouraging that people are coming to the extent of 40 heads and they are trying to understand the importance of this great movement, and any sane man will be able to understand that. But I do not know why your students who are supposed to be the leaders of this movement will fight amongst themselves for supremacy. Our whole process is of surrendering. We are taught to address others as Prabhu. Prabhu means master, and the leader of the masters is called Prabhupada. So, if the Prabhus have surrendered to the Prabhupada, why there shall be such a mentality of occupying the superior position? This is contradictory. Kindly stop this unnecessary misunderstanding. Both Upendra and yourself are competent and experienced, so please adjust your disagreement amongst yourselves. It is my request. As a matter of fact, as you are the pioneer in taking all risks to go to Australia, naturally you shall be considered as the leader. But a leader position is also very grave and responsible. A leader has to lead others very tactfully and intelligently. Kindly therefore do not quarrel, but go on with your duties progressively. I can understand very well that Upendra is feeling very much disturbed on account of Chitralekha's absence. It is quite natural, but what can I do? I have arranged for $500 also, but the Australian immigration detained her for a technical reason. This is already informed in detail to Upendra by Madhu Dvisa, as I understand. So this is the position. In the meantime, things should run on as it is, and if there is any need of change, we shall consider about it when Chitralekha goes there. Please try to organize the new center as nicely as possible, even at a personal inconvenience. That is real service. Krishna is sitting in everyone's heart. He knows everything what to do. Just depend on him and do your duties patiently. Maya is very strong, and we are liable to fall down at any moment. We have to gather our strength by chanting the beads 16 rounds regularly and praying to the lotus feet of Krishna for guidance. I hope both of you will kindly follow my instruction and forget if there is any accidental disagreement. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well-wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Hi, thank you so much, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji, from this letter?
So here, if that devotee Upendra and the other devotee, what's the name? So they have a big misunderstanding. They were fighting about the leader. So Prabhupada is not happy, and then he said, "This is not good. That you are the Prabhu means master. So we are all already surrendered to the if the Prabhus have surrendered to Prabhupada, they call this, mentally you don't have to be thinking about the superior position. Please, then we are just giving service to Krishna and then do the Krishna service. Forget about that. Don't be fight for the superior position. And yeah, this is the thing to surrender only to Krishna, and we are doing the Krishna service. So please kindly follow that, and then be concentrated in mind in chanting the 16 rounds. And yes, because that Upendra is very disturbed because of the Chitralekha's absence, and some reason about she can't go to Australia, something like that. Prabhu. So yeah, so that things when we doing the service to Krishna, we have to be together and then not fight for the position or anything. Just be focused on Krishna service. That was I guess, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Usha Mataji. Very nicely summarized. Any other points, dear devotees, you wanted to add? Even Vihari Prabhuji, you wanted to add anything from this letter?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Do you mind going up a little bit, please, on the beginning of the letter? Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, Prabhupada is mostly stressing that there should be no disagreement between the followers of Krishna consciousness. It says here, but I do know why our students who are supposed to be leaders of this movement will fight amongst themselves for supremacy. Our whole process is of surrendering. So Prabhupada is discouraging this disagreement between this fighting. There can be disagreement, but Prabhupada is talking about fighting between the students of Krishna consciousness, between the devotees themselves. And Prabhupada is actually giving the essence of the meaning of why we call each other Prabhu, because we're supposed to be considering other devotees as Prabhu, which means master. And the leader of the master is called Prabhupada, as Prabhupada explains here. So the Prabhus have to surrender to Prabhupada, the leaders of the masters, who is Krishna himself, or the spiritual master. So Prabhupada questions why there shall be such mentality of occupying the superior position. Nobody is actually superior in the movement, or even as a Vaishnava, as a devotee. One has to have this mood of being the servant of other devotees rather than being superior or a leader of other devotees. So Prabhupada is stressing this point that one has to consider everyone as master and one should be the servant of other devotees. So Prabhupada is encouraging the devotees, Upendra and Balimaradan Prabhu, that they're very competent and experienced. So one should adjust the disagreement among themselves. Prabhupada is also encouraging Balimaradan Prabhu that he is naturally a leader in this condition because he is taking all the risk and he's spearheading the plans of going to Australia. So naturally, he will be the leader in terms of taking this project forward. So Prabhupada is giving him the instruction of how he should be taking this position. Like he's naturally being a leader of taking this project forward. So there will be devotees following him, and there will be devotees who will be working with him. So Prabhupada is saying a leader's position is very grave and responsible. So whoever is a leader has to be very grave, serious about what he or she is doing. and taking their responsibility with all seriousness, and also being responsible. So any decision they are taking, they have to be accountable for this, and they have to take responsibility of that. So being a leader is not something which is we just are given a position and then we just act according to our whims and mentality. Prabhupada further explains that a leader has to lead others very tactfully, which is not something which everyone can do, and intelligently. So one has to be intelligent also to be a leader. So if one hasn't got that intelligence, the leadership will not be very good. Prabhupada encourages the devotees again, do not quarrel, but go on with your duties progressively. So what I can realize from this is that there will be a situation where there will be disagreement. There will be a situation where there will be some conflicts between devotees, but one has to resolve it intelligently and tactfully. And this is something which is bound to happen, but there should be no quarrel. One should also understand that this is one of the qualities of Kali Yuga. Quarrel and hypocrisy is the qualities of Kali Yuga, of Kali. So if that infiltrates the movement or the association of the devotees, it defeats the purpose. So one should avoid quarreling at any cost among devotees, not to say only among those who are managing or leading or who are taking projects, but among devotees itself. Devotees should not quarrel, and one has to resolve their differences intelligently and very tactfully also. So, and Prabhupada further explains about a particular circumstance where a devotee named Chitralekha has been detained by the immigration authorities of Australia, and Upendra is a bit disturbed by this. But Prabhupada is being quite honest and frank that this is not a situation which he will be able to resolve. But he is encouraging Upendra. This is already informed in detail to Upendra by Madhudvish, as I understand. So this is the position. So Prabhupada again is encouraging his devotees, his disciples, not to be dejected. There are some situations where it will be not within the control of the devotees, but one has to carry on following their duties and tasks. Prabhupada further writes, in the meantime, things should run on as it is. So even though there are some disturbances in managing the movement, in managing projects, one should still be focused on the objective and the goal. And Prabhupada says, things should run on as it is. And if there is any change, we shall consider about it when Chitralekha goes there. And Prabhupada explains again, please try to organize the new center as nicely as possible, even at personal inconvenience. Prabhupada, he's explaining here that even though there are situations which is not in our favor or favorable for us, one has to see the interest of the movement, and one has to actually think about how to progress the movement forward. So this is for me, I think this is a very important instruction. It doesn't have to be always that the situation has to be favorable or comfortable for us to progress the movement. One has to come out of our comfort zone for the interest of the movement, for the interest of Krishna consciousness, for the interest of preaching. And Prabhupada further writes, that is real service. Krishna is sitting in everyone's heart. He knows everything, what to do. So depend on him and do your duties patiently. And finally, Prabhupada writes something very important here. Everything depends on our purity, and everything depends on our spiritual advancement. And Prabhupada is stressing the most important point, which is we have to gather our strength by chanting the beads 16 rounds regularly and praying at the lotus feet of Krishna for guidance. So chanting is the basis, the purity is the basis, internal purity is the basis. So if we're not able to follow this, everything else will collapse, like a domino effect, really. And in some, and then in this, sorry, if I took a bit long, Prabhupada has said in many instances that one has to manage, whoever the leaders are, have to manage with purity and intelligence. So if one hasn't got the purity and hasn't got the intelligence, one will not be able to be in a responsible position. So to start with, chanting is the most important ingredient in all of that, which means it will give us the internal purity required. And intelligence will be provided by Krishna as we purify ourselves. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nicely explained and summarized. Thank you so much. Okay, dear devotees, now 7:27. So breakfast time is 7:33. Only 5 more minutes. If you have not done breaking the fast, kindly break the fast with water or fruits or some prasadam. Ekadasi prasadam. Okay, so it is a very less time. Okay, and that's all from that. And then from the announcements point of view, so today evening we have got Kirtan evening at 8:30 p.m. Okay, that is our upcoming event. That's all from me, from announcement side. And dear devotees, if you have got any other things on Krishna consciousness to share, kindly share.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
I just wanted to ask if we are observing Bhishma Panchaka, so we are continuing the fasting, or do we have to break?
We can take water, fruits, or milk, or potatoes. So only these things, non-grain stuffs until until Friday.
Okay, so continuing, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So till Saturday morning, or
I think on Friday until Ras Purnima. So that is what it is mentioned.
okay,
Until the night.
okay, okay, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
It is better to be until Saturday morning as well. But we can
Okay.
take-
Okay, Prabhu. Hare
So,
Krishna. Thank
Prabhu, if it doesn't, nobody don't do the Nirjala yesterday, so what you break the fast for, Prabhu?
with what? Water.
No, but I haven't done the Nirjala, only the milkshake, so.
Yeah,
it's
you can take milk and then Ekadasi prasadams.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
So Hemlata Mataji has shared that message in the WhatsApp group. We can follow that one. Okay, so that is from the updates point of view. Okay, we shall conclude and continue with further japa. I also need to do breakfast. Okay, Panchakalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो
Yo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnavinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna conscious day, everyone.
So Prabhu, can you break the fast later on? You don't have to do it now.
No, we need to do it now.
Oh,
Otherwise,
do you? All right. Okay.
3 more minutes.
I thought you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Harimo.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu
Prabhu
Nityananda
Nityananda Shivaita Gadara Shivasa Nigama Bhaktivinoda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shivaita Gadara Shivasa Nigama Bhaktivinoda.
Jai Shri
Jai Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya Prabhu
Chaitanya